Were you nervous after 15 years to be alongside someone like Forrest in this film?
Michael, yeah, I really was because I've been saying this. It's like having an instrument if you played the piano. Imagine this, Michael. Do you play the piano?
When I was younger, maybe a little bit.
Okay. You play the piano, and you play the piano pretty well, or you play a flute, you play a trombone, and then all of a sudden you put it in the corner because you go, I'm not going to do that anymore. I can't. I don't have time to do that, which is what I did. That's your acting instrument. And then Lee Daniels calls and says, I want you to pick it up, and I want you to play it on a national stage. And you're like, oh! So Lee says, and I'm going to tell you, you should call Susan Batson. Susan Batson is an acting coach. I said, yeah, Lee, because I'm looking at the script, and there's all these places where she cries, and I really have problems crying. People would not think that ordinarily because if you start telling me a sad story, I'll cry. That's because I can empathize with you. But if you ask me to do it on cue, I did not, I now do, have the tools to do that. And I know that because in Color Purple years ago, Steven asked me to do it and I couldn't do it, and I was like crying all night because I couldn't cry when he asked me to. So I called in Susan Batson because I was nervous about it. Yeah, Michael, yes. So after Susan said to me, and after Susan actually had me crying in 20 minutes, bawling. I mean, I'd never met the woman, and in 20 minutes, she's in my house, Santa Barbara, and I am bawling on the sofa, and I was thinking, oh my God, what is this? And she says, I'm glad to see it. It means you still have the vulnerable spaces, and as long as you have them, you're still open, you can go in there and you can pull them out.
That's great.
Isn't that great?
Speaking of pulling something out, your dance moves were fantastic.
That's my 70s move, Michael. I have not moved from the 70s.
Were you a big disco,
I was working. Listen, I've worked my whole life,
yeah.
So I never was a party disco person, but that's my era. So, and I did used to watch Soul Train every Saturday, so that was I know those moves from Soul Train, but that was the funny thing. You know, Lee is always pushing the envelope. And that whole scene is a pushing the envelope scene. That's straight out of his head. That's just right out of, there's a lot of ways you can be, welcoming your husband home. But watching Soul Train and having made this ridiculous polyester black and white jumpsuit, that was his idea of, pushing the envelope a little bit. And so what you don't see in that film is Lee on the side, honest to goodness. He'll tell you this. Faster, 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 move it, Gloria, move it, move it, move it. And I danced for 6 hours straight.
Seriously?
Seriously. All night long he had me doing that till I was just, I was determined to take whatever he was willing to give because I knew he's pushing me, he's pushing me, he's pushing me. But, at one point I started to say, enough already, Lee. How many different ways from Sunday can you shoot this? But I did. I stayed with it.
Great. Thank you so much.
Isn't that good?
It was great.
Oh, good, Michael.
It really was such an honor.
Thank you so much.